I talked to Manny on the phone, and he wants to fight one more time.
He wants to fight one more time.
He does. He can fight because he had speed and he had power, and it's very, very hard to get those two together
at that size.
Yeah.
And it's not bashing any fighter when I talk like this. Not bashing any fighter.
Floyd, you mentioned...
Hold on.
Sorry.
When I come and do an exhibition or come out and box and have some fun, I do it because I want to do it, not because I have to do it. Whereas Pacquiao, at his age, which is sad that he has to fight. You know, I'm financially set, and I want to let everybody know this. You're gonna hear so many different stories. Oh, Floyd have to do this. No, I'm well off. Every property that I have is paid for. My jet is paid for. All my cars is paid for. I own billion dollar buildings. I own so much property, and I'm steady investing in different things. I'm investing in the tech world. I made a lot of smart investments. So I didn't do it by myself. I want to thank my team, and as well as Leonard, a guy who's been...
He's the only guy who's been able to just be balling out of control, constantly flashing money, $1 million watches, you know, a fleet of super expensive cars, and still fix everybody up. Yeah, the thing about Floyd is he never lost his discipline. Floyd would famously run home from the nightclub. So he would go out in Vegas, he'd be partying, he'd look like a party, he's drinking water, and then he would have his driver drive, and with his fucking pants on, jeans on, he would jog home. And the dude was...
The fighter out far party was Manny Pacquiao, because of his movement.
But you made it look easy.
But he's a hell of a fighter, and I can see why he won so many fights, and I can see why he's going down as a Hall of Famer. It's just certain moves that he...
Manny Pacquiao was supposed to be done. A senator, a legend, a name etched in granite. But legends don't sleep. They wait. Now, at 46, Pacquiao is back. Not for fame, not for money, but because there's still a fight only he can finish.
Few seconds of blurry mitt work leaked online. Roach, with that same quiet fire in his voice, is betting it all on the man who built his name throwing fists so fast the cameras could barely keep up. Manny Pacquiao is the fire, Freddie Roach is the match that lit it. Their story isn't just about trainer and fighter, it's about belief. Tough, but not smart. And when the lights faded, he stayed in the sport because he had nowhere else to go.
Manny Pacquiao. I always get this question. If you know me, you know my answer. Floyd is not greater than Pacquiao, and Pacquiao has him beat by a really good margin, in my opinion. Let's talk about it. If your argument is Floyd beat Pacquiao, throw it out the window. Every single boxer in history has lost damn near. That's like saying Buster Douglas is greater than Mike Tyson. If your argument is Manny lost in his career and Floyd didn't, I would disagree with that type of logic, but if that's the case, you got to put all the undefeated fighters at the top. Bud, Inoue, Usyk, Kazagi, all those guys should be in your top 5. I like Floyd. I like Floyd a little bit more than Manny. I'm not going to lie. Manny's a bit chaotic at times. I don't like that. I like sweet, smooth-looking boxing. But let's speak objectively here. If we're talking about in terms of career, whose career will be more harder to replicate? Is going to be Manny Pacquiao, and it's by a really good margin. Now, Floyd's most impressive feats, you look at him, he's a, 5 division champion. He's beaten 23 world champions. He's been in how many title fights? You know, Floyd has an amazing career. And I'm not saying that it can be done. It probably will never be done again, but I could see somebody doing that before they do what Manny did. And that's why I have Manny as the greatest boxer of all time, just not based off ability. When you look at the guys that Manny beat, the reason why he got the 2000s Fighter of the Decade over Floyd Mayweather, the reason why he got Fighter of the Year 3 years in a row, almost 4 years in a row. Yes, Manny lost. Manny fought more world champions than Floyd, though. We don't speak on that. Then you get into the 8 weight division. These are only the 8 he won titles in. Manny Pacquiao fought through, I want to say, 10 or 11 different weight divisions. If you want to speak on the lineal titles, I want to say he holds the most lineals of all time with like 5 or 6. Youngest lineal flyweight, oldest welterweight champion. It's insane. That the youngest lineal fly is also the oldest welterweight champion. I like Floyd. Floyd's my number 2 all time. This isn't a diss to Floyd, but Manny, I believe objectively is the greatest fighter above Ali, above Floyd, above Duran, above Leonard, above everybody. I think he has a career that is absolutely impossible to replicate. When Floyd was picking on guys like Andre Berto and Conor McGregor, Manny Pacquiao beat the undefeated young active champion and Keith Thurman to join the pound for pound at 40 years of age while being a senator. He's the greatest boxer of all.
His knees have weathered decades, his hands still fast, but it's his mind, the ring IQ forged through 100 wars, that Freddie Roach trusts most. Roach has trained champions, but with Manny, it's different.
Barrios is not a soft target. He's not a setup. He's not some hand-picked stepping stone to make a legend look good on his way out.
Huge right hand, the jab. There's that.
This just landed very close.
Closely and waiting to judge.
Manny Pacquiao is back at training with Freddie Roach. This is crazy to think about it. Manny Pacquiao is coming back at age 46 to challenge Mario Barrios for the WBC World Welterweight title. Listen, this is inspirational. I can't lie. At age 46, to still be active, to still be thriving, still throwing punches, it just shows how much of a legend you are, how great of a talent you are. Only a special kind of human can take on this challenge. You know, Manny Pacquiao, age 46, he takes on Mario Barrios, who is in his prime. Like, this could be devastating for Manny Pacquiao if shit goes left. But you know what I keep asking myself? Imagine if Manny Pacquiao actually comes back and beats Mario Barrios. That's crazy. It's happened in the past before. Bernard Hopkins, George Foreman, they've come back in their older ages and they've become world champions. It can happen, it's possible. But I mean, listen, if we're going to talk about skill sets, Manny Pacquiao is a better technical boxer than George Foreman. Manny Pacquiao is a better technical boxer than a Bernard Hopkins. So it's not impossible if you think about it. Manny Pacquiao has got a better chance at becoming a world champion at 46 than Bernard Hopkins or George Foreman did. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's possible. Listen, I'm here for it. I'm here for it. You know what I mean? Fuck it, man. Fuck it, man. Why not? Live your dream. Do you know what I'm saying? It don't matter what age you are. Live your fucking dream. Let's fucking out.
2 decades in the trenches, victories, defeats, comebacks, silence. Now Roach sees it again. The rhythm, the angles, the fire. He says Manny can beat Mario Barrios, not survive, beat. Barrios is no tune-up. He's taller, younger, strong. He dismantled Ugas, the same Ugas who handed Pacquiao his last loss.
When time isn't on your side, science has to be.
And let me tell you, that was just a quick punch. And Manny Pacquiao moved in with his legs and caught Thurman backing up. Thurman thought he could back up quick enough, but he wasn't quick enough to get it out of the reach of that punch.
Third and 3 of the last 4 rounds. Look at the total jabs landed and thrown. Pacquiao 23
sets after a right hook. That's the blueprint. He doesn't have to throw 50 punches to win them. He just has to make Barrios second guess when he will. And don't underestimate the role of timing. Roach has Manny drilling split-second counters, not just in reaction, but in anticipation.
But Roach doesn't see a mountain. He sees a maze, and Manny's already holding the map. In camp, everything is smarter, less grind, more focus. Every jab studied, every feint refined. The fire's still there, just sharper now, controlled chaos.
Manny's left straight is practically GPS locked to that opening.
Up in it. There he goes. Back and tries to roar back to nail Pacquiao with the right hand. Knocked out by a bloody Juan Manuel Marquez.
And here comes Marquez, follow with the overhand.
Barrios is a rhythm fighter. Pacquiao, he breaks rhythm. He creates it. He becomes it. This isn't a comeback. It's a reckoning. One last masterpiece from a fighter who never stopped being great. He just paused, and now, with Roach in his corner and purpose in his chest, Manny Pacquiao isn't chasing youth. He's reminding it who came first.